right, I'm ready. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Yvette, also known as Sunshine of Sunshine Shimmering Accessories, and this is the Pen of the Ready Writer Breakthrough Thursday. Yep, it's Breakthrough Thursday as opposed to Word of Encouragement Wednesday because the holiday completely threw me off, and I kind of forgot to do my Word of Encouragement yesterday. So, charge it to my head and not my heart because a word of encouragement can come any day. And so I'm going to do it this Thursday morning. Thank you, everybody that's in the room. I see Melinda. I see April. I see Marissa. Hey. I know Terry was here earlier, but thank you for joining me, and good morning, good morning, good morning. We are going to be talking about the difference between helping and enabling, right? And this is a topic that I struggle with myself because I am a helper, right? I believe I was created to help. And I think that it's also very appropriate for many of the people that are in the room right now because you're leaders, right? And one of the things about being a leader is a helper, is a server. But there is a difference between helping and enabling, right? Good morning, Amanda. Helping is when you help somebody to reach their goals. You're not doing the work for them. You are helping them. You're offering them assistance. You are giving them whatever they need, as support, but you're not giving them what they need to do it, okay? And I think that is a struggle and I'm going to say this, for women, okay? Because we are helpers, but sometimes in helping, we take over, right? So, and I'm talking to women who are mothers. If you have a child who doesn't clean their room well, how many of you go behind that child and clean their room to your standard, right? Is that helping that child or is that enabling that child? Because for men, and I'm not accusing anybody of anything, I'm just throwing scenarios out there, but for men like that who's supposed to be helping them end up enabling them, they turn into terrible husbands. I'm going to put that out there because they expect their wives to do the same thing, right? And I'm just saying, and it doesn't have to be just your boys. You can do it to your girls too, right? But the truth is, it's usually more done with boys, right? And then we tend to want to rescue our children as well, right? And so any kind of trouble they get into, we right there like a superhero to rescue them. I'm going to tell you that sometimes rescuing is enabling as well. I know that you don't want to hear this, but sometimes people need to fall flat on their face so they can learn their lesson and adjust their lifestyle. If we continue to rescue them, will they ever adjust their lifestyle? Not as long as Superman is around. Lois Lane never had to worry about anything because the minute she stepped out of tow, here comes Superman. Are you the Superman in your child's life? And again, I'm talking about parent-child relationships, but I'm going to take this even further because we have leaders in this room where you have where you're supervisors or your team leaders or you're something, right? Are you enabling your teams that are under you to continue to lean on you? Or are you giving them the tools that is necessary for them to succeed? This is a fine line. It really is a fine line because I'm not doing it for you. I am extremely stubborn and independent, and I recognize that about myself, but I will swoop in a minute to do it for somebody else. And I'm just making a confession. Good morning, Ashley. Good morning to Christina. Good morning to anybody that's came in the room. But I'm just confessing this to you right now. I will swoop in a minute to help, call myself helping, and then end up fixing it. And I struggle with this in my private practice because my clients come in and my clients are, you guys, I work with traumatized youth. So some of the kids that come in my office are in a bad way. And I just want to wrap them up in bubble wrap and take them home and put them in a special corner so that nobody else can ever cause these children harm again, including themselves. But the truth is, I can't do that. And when I try to do anything that's similar to that, I cause undue duress on myself, right? I am not God. And so this is going to be your mantra today. You are not God. So if you are a team leader and your team is not acting the way they're supposed to, and you've done everything you're supposed to help them, you are not God. If you are a parent and your children are acting squirrely and not doing the things that you've instructed them to do, you are not God. If you are anybody in a personal relationship, a husband, a wife, and your spouse is not doing the things that they should do, and you've given them all the help that you know how to give them, say it to yourself. I am not God. So you have to recognize that people will let you do as much as you will do for them. If you want to swoop in and pay all my bills, far be it from me to stop you. If you want to bail me out every time I get myself in trouble, far be it from me to stop you. If you want to do my job to keep me from losing my job, far be it from me to stop you. If you want to do my work to keep my business from failing, far be it from me to stop you. Please understand that there is a difference between helping and enabling. And I'm hoping like heck that I've made myself clear this morning. If I haven't, if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section, because I'm willing to answer the questions. If you got any comments you want to make, put them in the comment section, because I think that this has been, it's not been a year yet. I started doing paparazzi in January. Never run a business before, and I've learned so much about myself, but I've also learned a whole lot about y'all, about how you guys roll. And I'm like watching you guys, and I'm like, wow, and I'm amazed. Some of the stuff leaves me awestruck because you're an amazing group of people, but other stuff leaves me heartbroken because you're so hurt when people who are under you or near you or somewhere by you fail, like it's somehow your personal failing. Praise God. I hope this video blessed you. And if it blessed you, I hope it blesses you into submission. And what are you submitting to today? Today you are submitting to understanding the difference between helping and enabling. And you're also submitting to self-evaluation. I'm going to always throw that in there. You're going to evaluate yourself to see if you are being a helper or an enabler. And if you are being an enabler, you're going to make the adjustments. So let me read some of these comments. Yeah, Amanda, I get it. Tough love is hard and several. And you're right, Marissa, some people won't get it, but I'm going to put it out there anyway. And I just, like I said, it's not about, it's not about trying to make people understand. It's about putting the information out there for them to have it. So this video is going to be posted on my YouTube channel. It's going to be on my page, and anybody can look at it, but you got to take this information and do what you want to do with it. You really are. You're going to either reject it, or you're going to embrace it, or you're going to do some kind of something, adjust it to fit you, whatever you do. But my job is simply to give the word of encouragement. And that's the thing I got to recognize when I don't get, and I'm going to tell y'all, just some of my, I'm used to being vulnerable with y'all. But one of the things for me, like, I look at these videos every time I post them and see how many views I have. And sometimes I might have 30 views. Other times I have 300 views, right? And of course I feel better at 300 views than 30 views. But don't you know that despite how I feel, I'm going to post this video on YouTube? I may only have 50 or so YouTube subscribers, and maybe those 50 or so YouTube subscribers use this word, but I'm going to put it out there because one day somebody's going to run across this information that's going to change their life, or it might change yours. You might be the person that hears this information and change your life. I am a helper. And as a helper, I just have to put the help out there. And what happens with the help is not on me. Whether you receive the help is on you. And how it's disseminated is how it's disseminated. I ask you guys to spread the sunshine. You can spread it, you can not spread it. But I'm going to keep being obedient and doing what I'm supposed to do. And I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but praise God, it makes perfect sense to me, and it's very affirming for me to hear myself say that. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, I hope this word blessed you. And if it blessed you, I hope it blessed you into submission. I want you guys to remember that it's September to remember. So that means I got a sales goal going on. And I'll tell you what, you guys have started me off with a bang. The sale goals is for me to sell 200 pieces this month. And again, that may not be a lot for some, because there are some people that sell way more than that. But that would be high for me, 200 pieces a month. And so that's what my goal is. And you guys have got me on a great start, so I really appreciate that. But keep looking out for album sales, keep looking out for wall drops, and keep looking out for pop-up lives. Again, haven't scheduled any pop-up lives, but I know that I'm going to do some this month. It's part of my goal. Also know that I am going to create this month, I am going to create a written blog And it's going to be the written form of the things that I say. So this message may be in written form, but it's good exercise for me, because for those of you who don't know it, I am a storyteller and I don't write as much as I should. And this is one way to get me to start that writing process, to get my creative juices going. So that's part of the goal for September to Remember. And for anybody that don't know it, September to Remember is the month that I turn 50. And so we are having a birthday celebration, right? We are going to kick it. We're going to have a good time. So thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. And I want you to remember a couple of things, right? One of those things is that as long as the sun is shining, that's the S-U-N. And that the sun is shining, that's the S-O-N. You can continue to shine. And another thing you need you to remember is this sunshine loves you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Be